chat believes through the prediction.
And we're back. Yet. That time again. 9 o'clock. Bobcat. And we are back. Playing some Star Rail. Last we left off, I was... Have we hit 20 yet? I know I had some stuff to grind out. And like I had said, I was going to do that off stream. Just because, obviously, the grindy aspects of things aren't the most interesting to watch all the time. So yeah, I did that off stream. Had some fun last night doing it. It was about, let's say 6 hours. Let's say it was 6 hours. And yeah, we are a little bit further ahead. Not in the story. I'm keeping the story to the stream because I'd like to record it because it's an amazing story. And yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Other than that, though, I obviously got a few wishes along the way, because if you're doing side quests, you get jades, and yeah, you'll notice 2 new characters on the screen here. I'm gonna call her QQ. I think it's Qingque or something like that. Most people don't know how to pronounce her name, so I don't think I'm the only one who's mispronouncing that right now. She is from Forgotten Hall. So I obviously unlocked that, did a bit of that. She's one of my favorite characters in the game. And then you got Jingwan. You know how you get those free wishes? Well, I've been trying to get better versions of
not good for work or
March and the side people on the banner, let's call it, the 4 stars. Well, one of the roles was him. Yeah. One of the roles was him. And so we have the banner dude, and it didn't take me to go to pity twice. Like Sealy. Because on my other account, I have Sealy, but it took... It took swiping in order to get her. So yeah, oh yeah, I should look at that because these are from an out of game event, so I should claim those because that's 40 more jades. Are those even good, or are we just gonna immediately toss those to the fire? We just really want this stuff until we get our 3rd slot. I don't think I've ever done synthesis materials. It's either character materials or XP mats. Oh, claim! And then our next... It's this. Our next is a pull, which is nice, but after pulling Jingwan, I decided to save the currency that I was getting instead of risking it again, because I didn't want to risk it again, because, yeah, mistakes were made, or not really a mistake. We are, few details on this one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 39. So we're basically 40 away. We have 310 pulls. I don't think we're getting... We're going to end up getting another 5-star, but we're going to try. best we can do, right? We should get that to, what, 70 and change, because we'll have a little bit left over. So there's always a chance the pity's, what, 90 or 80, something like that. We're just going to do the one warp right now, just so it's at an even number. And then we're going to do 3 10s. Oh no, it's garbage. Whatever will we do? Here we go. I should turn on music. I'll do that after this one. Guy I never use. At least it wasn't just the light cone. That's at least kind of good. I'm not really a big Sampo fan. I don't like his voice. Apparently he's decent though, but I just don't run him. I'd rather, if we're running Nihility, I'd rather run Pela. So, and there's a unit from that's coming next update that I'd rather use as well. So, yeah. He's kind of not someone I care about. Not there. It'd be nice to get a Pela. It'd be nice to get a Pela. Not just the light cone, please. It's gonna be just the light cone. Whatever. We got one more. That's what? Use basic. So basically, when they do anything, interesting. When they do anything, they get a stack, and I guess we're going to pity, because that's not happening. Yeah, not much. Although that's what, like, is that E1 or E2? E1 or E2? We'll get rid of the, yeah, but 2 warps? Oh, that's nice. Oh, dance, dance, dance. Okay, that's good. Dance, dance, dance is good because we're using that light cone on it. Is that Ting Yun? Yeah, garbage. And our last. Not a 5. Not even a 4. Whatever. Nat's got E2. Okay. That's good because it makes her heal a heal over time. So that's useful. And then Sampo. We're not gonna use him much. But yeah. Let's just, we should look at the gear we got from the event, see if that's worth bringing up, or crit rate versus That crit rate's not bad. Eh. Okay, so what are her relics? She really needs the fourth piece, right? We're gonna switch that onto her, just because that's technically an upgrade. Why not enhance that a bit? Sure. Ooh. Attack. That makes it a half decent piece. It's only a blue, so it's not like it's worth a ton, but it's better than nothing. Okay.
Just thinking about work gives me a full body migraine.
What exactly is a full body migraine? Do I have anything here? I have 260 shield. I guess in a way I could use that. I don't think I really need anything right now, so I should really save. Because all my character's traces, other than this, which good luck getting those, at this point, should be upgraded. Should be. That's part of the reason why I spent so much time playing yesterday, is because I was trying to fully upgrade them. Okay.
You ready yet? If you want to keep wasting time, I'll just go on ahead by myself. What? Still something you want to talk about?
Cupcakes.
Alright, let's make it quick.
How do you make cupcakes?
Alright.
Yeah, I'm supposed to talk to loser.
Well,
There
my
we go.
friends, are you ready to head out? Wonderful. Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of steps to climb.
Mother, I have returned.
Rania, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother.
Seabass.
I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld. Oh, I see. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Branya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival. We also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam Cacolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you? Oh, the responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. to solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds of years. And those outsiders may be the...
Enough!
What?
Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Bronya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum, and suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders? Guards! Take Bronya.
They are not scum. My entire life, everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Yes. I am ready, Mother.
Then come with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
Oh, yeah.
We're finally back.
I wonder if this actually says something. Like they actually have a language.
Freedom. A cold. Mainly cold, actually. Let's go. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
The bro or the sis? If you're talking about Japard, we should be careful. He's a top Silvermane guard. He'd probably get a medal for every one of us he brought in. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
Yeah, we
So
talked
you
to her
think we
like
should
for
avoid
5
Japard for the
seconds,
time
so you
being,
know she's definitely a good character.
He's an elite officer of
Definitely
the Silvermane
100%.
Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little... new. The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have no memory of any of this. The overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go.
You know, she should have
There are
actually
so
kind
many
of said
Silvermane
that
guards on
first.
patrol. Is it usually like this?
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time.
Oi,
Might have something to do with us.
you don't do anything.
The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Bronya.
Come around and have a look.
remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
They're like the most blind Silvermane guards of all time.
Alright, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in.
Yeah, you can...
Just what crime did you commit, exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Bronya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely?
We don't even know you.
Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refused to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Kokolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details. You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Bronya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
She like gets out finger puppets.
Try not to embellish the facts.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Bronya recently. After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, this is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Bronya got you to find me. When I was still one of the Architects working in the Scientific Research Division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the Architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything. Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svara, the Architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking Kokolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure. I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the Architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue. Cocolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm... It was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation, and the real Cocolia has already vanished.
Wouldn't that mean like
Is she
they'd have
being
to do like a
compelled by
lobotomy?
previous generations of guardians to make such
You just can't
baffling
download
decisions?
a brain.
Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material. Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible. Ideally before Cocolia
Vast
takes
snow
action.
plains. Like, just like
Can you
go
tell
in
us
the
the
middle
way?
of like
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing.
everywhere else on this
But
planet.
I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with.
Oh no.
Correct. And it's different from the underground towns you described. The Fragmentum there has quite literally torn everything to pieces. There's no sign of life, despite the monsters.
They're living.
Sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great! Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready. Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today. Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Japard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she all right?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klepoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it. I think I left it over...
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not? How dare you? What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
He like walks out, takes 5 steps, and leaves, or comes back.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Kokolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian, but this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I wonder what instrument
I will.
Pela plays.
If I have the time.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Yeah, he like is 5 steps out of the fucking building. He must clearly be like
Ew, I nearly
completely gone.
suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Attempting to storm Klepoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission.
But she could
Rest
literally
assured,
kill
Kokolia
people
may have
in one
changed over the
turn.
years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Kokolia, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
I was gauging his reactions just now. Did you see? Unless we have irrefutable evidence, he won't question Kokolia's orders. If you go after him now, our plan's as good as over. Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Cocolia will be out of options.
Just walk out into the middle of the street and wander around, and, you know,
Is
in
Bronya
real life,
really
he'd
safe?
still be like,
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
yeah, in those 15 minutes.
Close is a bit much, but I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
I can believe that.
Oh, they jacked up security all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval,
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you going to be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
Yes, 100%.
No, that's not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be fine.
Should.
Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
Don't mention that I did a good job at all. I knew there was a chest. I knew there was a chest. Not a very good set of stairs. You'd think it would be to here, not, you know.
See, that was easy.
you're Japard's sister, all right.
I don't want people to see me that way. Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at Hell on Earth.
Woohoo! But we're not on Earth, so it doesn't matter.
It's a place too cold to bear. Covered in snow and ice.
But we'll be fine. We don't
The
even
guys
have
doing the
pants
scientific research don't have time to worry about the surroundings. The restricted zone front line is on the other side of the gear bridge. It's an endless fragmentum with a few exhausted Silvermane guards and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that hell. Are you ready?
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
on. I mean,
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side. I helped set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
Nope. This terminal. So what's the look for another?
I never would have guessed
How
that Japard
convenient.
and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests. In our family, we have a strong military tradition going back generations. Many a Landau has died in their prime. There's not a lot of brother and sister. Darn! Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals. Huh. You know, the more I think about it, the more it seems deliberate. With the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping. That way, even if the front line were to collapse, the Fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
Bronya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures to repel the Fragmentum monsters. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply installation itself.
No chests. Yeah. I'm busy looking at chests too. I don't need to use that. I don't need to use that.
Feeling lucky.
I commend.
Yeah.
That's it! The thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
And it's behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines. I would have thought it covers the entire restricted zone.
No wonder it's so heavily guarded.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminals. That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval. I thought you just came up with it on the spot.
Come on, let's see if that guard over there will let us pass. Yo, evening, soldier.
Are you the emergency engineers? I saw you guys hanging around. Did you find the problem?
Not yet. Everything looks normal so far. I think the problem is stemming from the energy hub. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations of this type of installation.
No. No can do. No one gets near the energy hub without the security captain's encryption key.
Not even the Supreme Guardian?
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No dice without the encryption key.
Ah, darn, this guy's not stupid.
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother then?
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead. Go and find him. If he grants you permission, I won't stand in your way.
Grants.
Done? Why didn't you say so? No problem, we'll be back in a bit.
Figured there'd be chests over here.
Serval, this Dunn, do you know him?
You bet I do. We go way back. He's easy to talk to. Watch me persuade him. Hey, Dunn! It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
Serval, it's been a long time. You're still so... you look good.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Oh, you play rock and roll too? Cool!
Pleased to meet you.
Zachary! How many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances to return to the city. Though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out? Anything wrong, Dunn?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned. Those useless engineers can't find the problem. Something like that?
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right? That's why he popped round and asked the favor.
Uh-huh. Captain Japard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm with him?
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
It's like 5 steps.
Serval. You're still a lousy liar. These people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants, right? Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane guard. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
There goes the negotiation.
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end. Dunn, this concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please, don't stand in our way.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day. You must understand.
Yeah, because that's the thing to die on.
Uphold the dignity of a soldier.
My rock and roll soul.
Stay alert. Yeah.
Wait for the tiles. Come on.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is continuous.
Right in the face.
Show no mercy.
Not a step back.
I mean, that kind of helped
made to
her.
be broken. That'll take more than that time. Choose me strike.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it should be enough. We don't really need to go ham on him.
Serval?
Whoa.
Why?
I'm sorry, Dunn. Time for a little nap.
He's just unconscious. Don't worry.
Stubborn fool. Strong, though. Wildfire lacks people like him.
Got it. The encryption key. Quick, before we attract attention, let's...
I think we attracted attention.
That's the enemy attack alarm. Every Silvermane guard in the reserve zone just became our enemy. We've made it up till now. I could lose an arm and a leg for all I care. I have to lay eyes on the Stellaron. Quick, back to the energy supply hub. Anyone that tries to stop us is gonna find out a thing or two.
Or 3, or 4.
If I'd known he had the encryption key from the start, I could have snuck in and taken it off him myself.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, Sela. Activating the gear bridge alone would have been enough to expose us.
Who goes there?
Time for a shot. Wait for the tiles. Stay calm.
Oh, hey. How's it going? It sounds fun.
Please. And victory!
Might make it. I haven't paid attention to the score. And sword from that.
Nap time. My turn.
It's close. He's gonna be dead. The one problem with Jingwon is his stuff keeps resetting at the end of every, like, round of battle. Right in the face.
We're on a roll.
Actually, what did I get? Weakness break of 3 different types. 10 out of 10. I will throw my mahjong tiles at you.
Nap time. When they keep quiet.
Come on, come on. And no.
There's no time to lose.
At least this guy will get his AoE powers.
Just a scratch.
I'll let Skylord do things. That's a Jingwon thing.
Show no mercy.
Right in the face.
We're on a roll.
Guess I can kill these guys too.
Let's make it rules are made to be broken.
Let's go.
Time for a shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that should be good enough.
Let's make it quick.
Luck of the draw.
Tiles.
Please. And victory!
This is our chance. We're in.
Oh, it's open. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Dun.
Thank you, Dun. We, like, killed him. Not really something you should be thanking. Thank you for falling over, Dad.
Who designed this operating system? It's so unintuitive. Emergency fire evacuation system? Not that. Rock and roll dance floor atmosphere mode? Who the heck added that? And they used one of my songs! Your bridge control terminal. Still found it. That's it. I've reset the energy system. Let's go and operate the gear bridge terminal.
Yeah.
Serval, won't more Silvermane guards be waiting for us on the other side of the gear bridge?
Yup.
Then what's our plan?
Murder them.
Well, either we reason with them or charge straight through the blockade. Let's play it by ear.
I commend.
Yeah, let's go into this one a little bit more prepared.
Careful. There's a big guy up ahead.
There's no other way.
If we can beat...
Oh no!
Rules are made to be broken.
Stay alert.
Naughty child. Nap time. Choose me strike. Come on. My turn.
Conflict is pitiless.
Another.
Wait for the tiles.
Here, the thunder.
And 5 hits, not bad.
Let's go.
Not great,
Time for a
but
shot. Nap time. Choose me strike. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Wait for the tiles. Stay calm. My turn.
Follow my charge.
alright, could have gone for AoE.
Rules are made to be broken.
Think.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
Energy restored. System 40%. We did it. Perfect. Okay. We need to get to the front line.
We could have a problem.
He probably is. Hopefully we don't bump into him, but if we do, we'll just have to try and talk to him.
Are you sure you can convince him?
I've probably got a 30% chance. Or less.
Probably the or less.
Meaning it could end in a fight.
Haven't you noticed yet? Most of our convincing ends in a fight.
We need to be sure, Serval. If we can't reach a common understanding with your brother, will you stand with us?
Of course. My word is my bond. I said that I'd stand with you to the end, and I won't go back on that promise.
I beat up my brother.
Before our next expedition, I need Himeko to teach me some negotiation skills. Beating people up all the time is cramping my elegance.
Elegance.
I haven't fought with Japard since he enlisted. He could never beat me when we were little, but now...
Feeling lucky.
I commend.
Yeah, I believe this is
Serval.
like a mini boss
It
fight.
really is you.
Wait, Japard, listen to me.
When the sentry reported to me, I thought there must have been a misunderstanding. The enemy alarm had to be unrelated to your entry into the restricted zone. Perhaps the intruders had taken you hostage. And yet...
Oh no.
Step away from the intruders, Serval. Walk over slowly and stand behind me. You're different from them.
You have glowing blue
I'm sorry.
hair.
We have an understanding. I stand with them. Give me a few minutes, just a few. I'll explain every...
Enough, Serval. Have you forgotten where we are? We Landaus ought to know this place better than anywhere. The outer reaches of the front line against the Fragmentum. Belobog's most strategic protective fortress. Every Silvermane guard here, every person here, is ready to sacrifice themselves. Ready to spill their blood for Belobog at a moment's notice. Yet here you are, leading fugitives into the restricted zone, attacking my Silvermane comrades in arms, hijacking the energy hub. Are you really worthy of the Landau name?
Yes.
Why do you think I've come here? We found a way to dispel the eternal freeze, to seal the fragmentum. It might be the only lifeline this world has left.
If that were true, why wouldn't you report to Madame Cacolia? Why would you sneak into